Okay, let's try that. There we go. Mic is working now. Yay. Sorry. Anyway, I was just saying that I'm still eating my supper a little bit. Just got off work about 30 minutes ago, so, and I have to eat very slowly when it comes to my food now since after my surgery. So I have to like kind of like let it take a bite here and there and then let it settle. And it's very hard to do when you're used to like eating like super fast, like just shovel it in your mouth. It's so hard to just like, I don't know, eat slowly. So I'm just trying to practice, and a lot of it is you just kind of have to like pay attention to what you're doing. And so I tend to get distracted very easily and not even realize what I'm doing. And before I know it, all my food is gone. And I'm like, oh, wait, did I just eat all of that? So I have to be very mindful. It's mindful eating. So, anyway, hope everybody's had a good night, good day. Like I said, I just got off to work about a half hour ago. Well, maybe 45 minutes ago. So I am doing a whole brand new stream schedule. I felt like that 6 hours on one day was just a long time to talk. I don't mind talking. It's just a long period of time, and I also wanted to do more days. So that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm trying to do 3 days a week, from 1 to 4 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. And maybe hope I'll be able to get through MSQ, main scenario quests, a little bit faster, and we'll be able to move on to some other games. I know hubby's been looking forward to me streaming some Kingdom Hearts, so we'll see how long it takes to get to that. But anyway, hope everybody is doing okay. I guess we're just going to go ahead and jump in. Let me go ahead and move everything over. Okay. I don't know why it won't not let me see. Let's see, we need to do... I don't know if you're going to be able to hear the volume. Here we go. Okay. Best of audio. Okay, so everything should be working properly. I guess hubby will look in soon and tell me for sure if it's working or not, but hopefully I'll be able to hear it as we go along. So let me go ahead and just pop in. I think the last time I was on this character, I was finishing up the Valentine's Day quests event. No, was it Valentine's Day? Was that the last one? I think it was Valentine's Day. No, it was Little Ladies Day. Little Ladies Day. I was finishing up that one. They've been making the special seasonal event quests a little more cumbersome, so we'll see. I normally don't like to eat on stream, but I have to do what I gotta do. Oh look, I'm right back ready to be okay. Cool. Well, shall we have a go at it? Oh, I was going to do a dungeon. That's what I'm about to do. We're going to jump right into a dungeon. Now, it's so late. Let's see if I can go ahead and... I'm going to do NPCs. Go right in. dragon that spits green puke out? No, it's a spider. Music's funny. Oh, it's you.
Darkness.
Elko hitra buglo hans. Seize that on Rajiador. Thagon well rogue. Tosan opaiki. Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God. Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
time, so that's kind of what I did. Now I'm feeling kind of full, so I'm trying to do this right here. And eat them either. Very crazy. I can eat probably less than 4 ounces. It's fine. Where'd he go? Ew. Oh. Gasp. Finally, fresh air. I think this is what we were going after, the Elder. Mayhap not so fresh. Yeah, I don't think it's fresh, lady. But better than before. Ah, Sinister One is gone. This one can leave this awful place. Did Walking One vanquish the many-legged one? This one is grateful to Walking One. This one is called Frixio, eldest of these ones of little solace. Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at Lark's call, sir. Understood. Return to Area 12. Damn it all, where is that accursed icon hiding? No sign of our wizened friend? I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order that the search perimeter be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath though I am to admit it, I have found no evidence to suggest that Ramuh will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a sylph, I should strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be reasonably good health when last I looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their icon. Really, Centurion, were you not aware that vegetable brews easily? It is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was a kindness. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Useless. We are so close to completion. I can fair taste it, but at this rate... No, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. What was it you always said? Ah, yes. Though it mean bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility if not we? In that alone you were right, Garland. But your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright that Lord Van Baelzer's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it. Ah ha 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 ha. It's my best evil laugh. Those walking ones did for Noxia. This one is certain of it. This one fears that other taken ones also suffered the same fate. This one is convinced. Walking ones have black hearts, seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Eorzea, do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones among the walking ones, there are good ones also. Does walking one feel unwell? know. What brings Walking One to this place? Came to this one's rescue at Noroxia's bidding. Then this one owes Walking One a debt of gratitude. Walking One has questions about Lord Ramu. Then this one will provide answers. But first, let these ones quit this lightless place. This one will return to Little Solace. When Walking One is ready, please come and see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Then it is settled. Let this one accompany Walking One outside. Okay. Are I still in South Shroud? Okay, turning in the quest. Ah, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Thank the gods for that. I don't really know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad Frixio didn't come to any harm. But there I go tempting fate. Run over to Little Solace and secure us peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charlayan and the Twin Adder both. You've done Gordania a great service this day, lass, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Brothers in so doing. Be sure and come by whenever you feel like a drop of puking firewater. Alright. I don't think I need... No, not that one. This one? What I have is level 30, so I'm good. Okay. Alright, so now I need to go to Little Solace. Oh, wait, nope. My quest is over here. Why did you have me go to Little Solace, but you still want me to talk to you? Come on now. Okay. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace. This Azemia Rose Oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the 12s would with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of hope that both Gridanian and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. Okay. So, Little Solace, so we're going to go to East Shroud. Oh shoot, yes I do want these. I don't want these. Although 28, oh, it's not that bad. We're getting there. I just kind of wanted to see what it looks like after I finish. And now I'm so high level, the giant gnat doesn't get me. Yay. I think, nope, not even these level 26s are really me. Yay, I'm good. Alright. A gift from Walking One Garen. A gift for these ones. Rose oil. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One Garen and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception. This one is good. Let all these ones be friends forever. Alright, let's see what the next say. This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. They're so cute. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Ah, there you are, Rhea. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds of daring do. I like that phrase, daring do. Well done. Ah, the walking ones who aided Eorzea. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the wood. Very troubled, these ones decided to watch the Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and the Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Total Rack. Would that this one had not to. And Total Rack, a sinister one robed in black, tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black? Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. This one sees, so walking ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu. Plainly put, yes, your people summoned the Lord of Levin more but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one well knows and respects the horned one Connie Senna. Be assured, like walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the wood from Imperial ones. This one cancelled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones and did not know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they are so hostile towards trespassers. But what about the abductions? A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Connie Senna. can lay the matter of Ramu to rest. The Sylph's elder is very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Anyway, we're going to head back to the Waking Sands and tell Minfilia all about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention that the instrumental part you played in all of this. And while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's message to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Please wait, Walking One Rhea. This one has yet to give Walking One a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of these ones' trust. This one's not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal. This one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be used to Walking One. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch Touched Ones. So long as Touched Ones are not trouble, Touched Ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses Touched Ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones at Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with dangers. This one marks down safe places to look out for Touched Ones. Okay. Phew! Talking. These ones, this one's... That's tongue twisters for me, I swear. Alright, so we're going to go here. I don't know. What I did is on mine, I actually for the Facebook, I actually posted. I didn't post on Facebook directly. I just posted on Instagram. And it posts directly to my personal Facebook, so I don't actually have a Facebook set up specifically for the Twitch. I don't know why it's not letting me look out. There we go. I wasn't sitting right on top of it. They're purple, they're pretty. There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. On Facebook or on Instagram? Well, I don't have it set up. I don't have it actually set up to actually advertise on Facebook. I just have it set up on Instagram because I don't actually have it in a Facebook page specifically for the Arya Blaze Gaming. For whatever reason, it posted Facebook because it's tied to my personal account on Facebook. I don't know why. Yeah, I'll think about making a Facebook page. I don't, because between this and Monster Life Adventures for our content there and everything, I'm just trying to like keep everything streamlined where I don't have so many social media accounts to manage, but it is a good suggestion. If it isn't Rhea, how would the meeting with the Sylphs? Missive Sylph Elder himself. I thought it was a girl. I thought it was a woman. If I may. Well, what I will say to you about that, though, just as a before I continue on the story, Instagram doesn't let you post links in the caption of your post, so that's why you have to say like link in bio. So that's the only thing. And I don't know if I would actually post a link in the caption, if it would come across as a hyperlink on Facebook. I have to test that out to see if it would do. No, but I thought Brixio was a female. That's okay. Well, let's see what's going on here. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramuh. And so long as we leave the tempered ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed to hear that Sylphs have welcomed our overtures, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources toward attacking the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all the Gundobald, I give you my thanks. Alright, what's next? Do I have any? Do I have those? I don't know. I'm going to get some more Vesper Bay after I take this quest. The Sylphic folk have long been friends of Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seedseer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the Scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into the needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Mentilia. Hello? Hello, Rhea? Can you hear me? It is I, Mentilia. I don't know why it was so funny. That was just funny. Eden and Papa Limo returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may return their attention to more pressing matters. Well done! Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. sorry. Didn't mean to yawn. Right, so we're gonna talk to... I can never remember. Is it Tataru or Tataru? 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 Tataru. 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 I don't remember. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer, welcome back, Rhea. Lady Mentally awaits you within the cellar. Please enter at your leisure. Okay. I'm given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. I fear resolved bespeaks of a permanence we cannot rightly claim. Yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Banquet is sparing no effort. There are many, and one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I have been meaning to ask, but as Ali said quite well, I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alice has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl, but you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust that Baldessian report will serve you well. I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You scarcely need my permission to act. Wow. Interesting. Hello to you too, Alphino. It's good to see you again, Rhea. I have been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the 12's Wood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramu from the list. So who's next? The Sahagin and Leviathan? Oh, Leviathan. I hate that fight. Oh my gosh. The Lord of the World has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. Yes. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices, for a time at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as Eushella says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when a next subprimal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, you may depend upon it. Indeed, so then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with... Gridania. Wait, I meant Garuda, who was the primal of the Ixal who lived near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many moms to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for a more practical solution. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs, under the sage guidance of the Seedseers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. Respite. Is there something else, Rhea? Beg pardon? A man named La Habrea, sporting a red mask and robed in black? 12's preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Ascians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this La Habrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to think... Eek! That's our best eek. Tataru! Sylph and Thanalin. At long last, this one finds walking run Rhea. This one is most dependable on these ones. Is sent by the Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Eorzea. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. Pleasure to meet you, Eorzea. Or Tataru. Tataru. Alright. So... Solar. I'm so sorry, I don't mean to be broken in y'all's ear if you can hear me. Just is a symptom of me being full. Yes, Tataru is ready to express her fright as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite. We are drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf its light. Never have I doubted the Ascians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. I'm afraid there's no rest for the weary, Rhea. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked men, the Ascian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised that these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames respond to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Nuldaw to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Rhea. call a flame, so I need to go to okay, so the masked man. Oh, you are calm on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already related to Lady Medelia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near Baptiste, Jordanland. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Kirkin. Fate can be a cruel mistress. Great, though. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than speak with a merchant named Hi Baru? Hi Baru, that's what I'm saying. The fellow's always starved for customers, and no doubt he welcomed your attention whether or not you had a coin or mind to spend it. I don't want to spend it coin, but egg. Let's see if I can tell if I can get to the Easter music here. I'm probably gonna do the Easter event on stream probably Thursday or Friday morning, whichever one it is, but I love the Easter music. So cute. Love the eggs. Alright, let's get Easter sandal in. Yeah? Why? I have a mount now. I want to go. Yeah, here. This day on a well-traveled road. Maybe I will not aggro any monsters. With everyone. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Hi Baru. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hi Baru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man. I'm not sure I have seen one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Linger a while? Okay. I guess I have all the time. Hi Baru wants to help you find La Habrea. Maybe. When the Order of Nalda began excavating, whatever, you know the word, the ruins below. I had hoped that Highbridge would turn into a blessed hub of pilgrims, but thanks to the nigh-endless beastman raids, folks are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Winding won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Bah, I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. Alright. You're gonna be like that, that's rude. Here's one. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is so cool. That is just insane of how deep that goes. I love that. Alright, let's see what you gotta say. On the trail of a masked man? Aye, I've heard of him. Only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say, little though it is. Okay. What's you gonna say? Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. This isn't bad enough without shady characters looking about. Folk have been giving Hybrid a wide berth because of all the Kirkin raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come out here anymore. Where is this one? Down here? There's one down here? Okay, I'm going away. Let me get my bike out. I've heard tell of the masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Danaland too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Like the high bar. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Kirkin raids are so constant and so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for you, masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over a Thal's respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. You're a masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in an answer, some Kirkin appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use a smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? I used to make them buy something. All the way up here. Yawn again, sorry. Oh my gosh, you're not gonna yawn. Alright, so let's start a fire in an area with a lot of ground brush. That sounds very smart. Oh, for Pete's sakes, come on. That's interesting. Alright then. back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I think the same thing is up. So on my main, I played Donjo. I think the same thing was said for Donjo. The first 5 levels were kind of like, this is a slog. The last 5 levels were like, okay, this is interesting. But I think that's kind of like where people were getting a lot of like negative feedback because it's not up to what they are normally used to when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV storytelling. But I looked at Dawntrail because they said the Endwalker was the end of that main story arc and that Dawntrail would be the beginning of a new story arc. I looked at Dawntrail as basically a Realm Reborn 2.0, basically. So like starting over brand new stories, so it's going to take a while for it to set it up. And that's why I was like, I was okay with it, I think, for the most part. But I think because there was so much negative feedback from other players, I think that they're going to be making a different storyline, I guess. I haven't played 7.4 or 7. I haven't played 7.4. I'm going to wait till like the week of 7.5 to play it. Because I was going to wait till actually all of 7.5 comes out, but FanFest is actually, I think, the week of 7.5 coming out, and so I don't want there to be any spoilers. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play 7.4, and then play 7.5 when it comes out, and then usually in 7.5 they can split the story up into 2 pieces, so I'll just kind of do from there. But this character I'm only going up to Endwalker, and then maybe when I come back to it eventually I'll do Dawntrail and a new expansion altogether. I'm not sure. But I wanted to do all this Endwalker because it's one main story. So, anyway, let's get in this quest. Back so soon. Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked men? Got a Ward of the Destroyer. The scroll. There is a prepared Revolver. Destroyer. I'm getting tongue-tied. Revolver is the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Revolver is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to fear him. I wager my last gift to your sailing with Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies diverse contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take the decisive slow here at Highbridge? I have got a world to celebrate. Alright. On to Little... Ooh, we're going to Little Alamigo. Alright. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards Little Alamigo over in southern Netherlands. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favorite destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in the rock. The heart of the Denzians are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place, prepared for a not-so-warm home. Now, I'm not certain how much help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who is relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hahira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I hoped that you would linger here for a while, pull some fiends, spend some coin, what have you. But something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is that you end up, I wish you the best. Okay, so southern down here, okay. Alright, give me just a second here. southern Thailand we go. There's two aetherites here, but I think I'm only going to be able to get to this one. Maybe. I might be able to get to that one. We'll see. Let's see what happens if I go to a higher level. I'm slightly above them, not that far above them, so I'm probably going to get accurate ones here. To go down there. I may not make it, but we're gonna try. So I can always aim right back up once I get up there. I had 28. I feel like we can make it bank by doing the story. Alright. Here maybe? Yep. Here. Hahira! Why yes. Haibaru is my father. He said what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters, but I am grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others may have seen something. I'd recommend you first speak with Gundobald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Is. I feel like most people that I've had to interact so far in the story, I've had to prove myself. Oh, goodness. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Alright then. That was disgusting. Okay. I was just kicked out. Oh boy. Okay. Well met, adventurer. I'm Gissel Hurt, head of security here at Little Alamika. I heard tell that you have visited with Gundobald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man where I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, it might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on lookout for Eorzea to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had in mind to take them each a cup of sweet dandelion tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Alright. Let's bring some tea to the soldiers, shall we? I love little saboteurs. My favorite mob. Where am I going? One over here, I think. Here we go. Have you seen anything? Who the hells are you? Oh, come on. I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Do you want your tea? I'll give you your tea. Well, ain't you considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that? A masked villain? Hiding among the refugees? Like as not. Me compatriots that live here go about as though they are dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Here, Angry River. I heard a loud noise and I was like, what the heck is that? Hubby turned the dryer on. Who you there? Are you an Eorzea? Do I look like an Eorzea? No, then carry on. You guys are so rude. I don't know if I want to give you your tea. Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It's been forever since I had a drop of sweet vanillin. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 fulls tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Golly. Okay then. Nice talking to you, buddy. Like, I swear, the writing in this is hilarious sometimes. Alright, are you gonna be nicer? Yaya Zuka. Shoo, shoo, don't bother me. If the Amalja overrun us, I'm blaming you. Here, have some tea. For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not. What with the mask and the robe? But assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. Well, alright then. I guess that's a place to start then, isn't it? Oh, goodness. Alright, let's see here. Back up to Little Alamigo. Frames there for a second. Okay. Right. Back. Ah, you're back. So did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. Yeah, but they were rude too. If you're to get any further in your investigation, it seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. There's a lot of dying, I just realized. Uh-oh. I'm being summoned. Here, you need to show your face. You need to show your face. There, show your face. Hey, show your face. You gonna say hi to everybody? You gonna say hi? Look at that face. You're the one who asked for up here. You asked to come up here. Yes, you did. Now she's just gonna sit here and she's gonna be in front of my keyboard and just sit here. That's okay. We'll let her do her thing. You alright? Okay. Settled? Hopefully you're settled in. Alright, so let's go to the next quest. So you're determined to press on with your investigation. Then I have some advice to offer. As I had said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust, and the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect to vouch for you. Coin is the talking in Ul'dah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger. It's not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundobald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be to be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to Menphilia. You're distracting, you know that? Oh, what's going on here? Ah, Ria, pray do not concern yourself with my welfare. My current investigation has yielded some curious results, and at present I'm pondering how best to proceed. Kinda like down in the dumps there, buddy. Let's make sure you're okay. What goes over here? I don't think back there. Here, there's Clive. I don't know who Clive is. Greetings, Scion. I come on behalf of the students of Baldessian. You may address me as Clive. Is there some reason you're still here? Please carry on. I'm not here to see you. Okay. That's what you gotta say. People with masks cannot be trusted, but Biggs and I wear masks all the time when welding. If only Master Garland was still with us. He was a brilliant man, full of life and purpose, kind and generous. He taught us everything we know about engineering, though believe me, he could also be a very hard person to please. He would force us to completely rebuild devices if even a single flaw was discovered. I can only imagine what he'd say if he saw the tiny Bronco. I want to see, Eorzea. Noah styled the import of the broken staff within the solar. It fell from the grasp of Archon Louis Ross, a man who, in his abiding love for all Eorzeans, shielded us against the storm of the calamity. The stars will cross the heavens and the skies brighten once more. The survivors gather and ignite a fiery dawn to burn away the glowering shower. Ah, but Destiny, thou art beautiful. Roxy and I both wear a mask. We're going to get along famously. I just know it. Look, Eorzea, I realize that this makes no sense to you, but you must try to be more discreet. Years ago, a law was enacted in the law whereby... Please just trust me and stay out of sight. I don't know that. I'm going to say unleashed Ola. As you have doubtless witnessed in your travels, the land of Eorzea are grasping under the pall of a suffocating darkness. I must wonder if it is this darkness that invites disaster, or simply the disaster that has left such luminous wake. One thing is for certain, now is not the time to relax our vigilance. Let's go and talk to Cecilia. No, that's not what I meant to do. Oh well. I got turned around. Just me and Mephilia. Okay. Welcome back, Ria. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is little wonder that the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They've had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have had the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Watch off. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens that there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Your Alamegan comrade is named Haribert. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no efforts If there is no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Hybert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Okay. Let's see what he's got to say. I don't think I saw him over there. Isn't Rhea Ripclaw, Scion's rising star? Is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo? That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamigan resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now while I have no more friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she's a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Alright, Quarry Mill we go. Should I do that? Give me just one reason. What is it with these Alamegans? Like, why are they so rude? Harbert sent you? That worthless whoreson. He abandons his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realize Harbert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man. And if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. See that bloke there? That's Mephrit, the captain of the resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Okay. Where? I don't know. Right up here, okay. Killing him softly. I am Mephrit, a proud man of the Alamigan resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wound's gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it. I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. Yeah, Water. These Quarry Mill cravens will turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from further convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. If I only had a brain. So I posted a picture of this one on Instagram today, saying that I was going to be streaming, and I did not put her name on there. But let me go ahead and introduce you all to this little stinker. We call her Sugar, but her real full name is Princess Cleopatra, Sugarloaf, Underfoot, Stink Bottom of Derbyshire. Because I swear, this little girl, she has all these personalities. She'll lay on the floor like in the middle of it and just act like she's Cleopatra. When she's laying on the floor, she looks like a loaf. Says we call her Sugarloaf. She loves to walk right in front of me, so she's underfoot. She sometimes has some problems with her foot. That's what we call her Stink Bottom. And she does not have a brain. She is the derpiest cat. And she, I swear, like we have a routine that where I give her hairball treat every morning. And it's like I have to teach her where to go to get the treat every single morning because she does not remember. But she's my baby. She's my baby for better or for worse. I've had her since almost as she was born, so she is 14 years old too. Her sister is laying down somewhere, I don't know where she's at, but she's also the same litter and everything, so I have two 14-year-old cats. You're so cute. You're just gonna be showing off, aren't ya? Showing off. You're so sweet. Oh, and if you don't feed her, like right on time, she will literally yell at you. The world revolves around her. That's why she's princess. Bye! She's done. She is all done talking to people. Alright, so let's see. We need to go back to Alfreda. Let me do something here. One of Mefred's in a bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen after all, but that means going against the elemental's will. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the Hamlet's resident here. If you take the matter to her, it might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. You wish to aid the Alamegans. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the 12th. All outsiders, be they babes, dressed up or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may be seen, they do not have leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since the time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Well, that's kind of harsh. That's how it's to be then. A bloody hero might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. That just seems kind of weird to me. I led my men to Quarry Mill hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell, Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this cursed hamlet can help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, monk and antelope horn is a traditional remedy for poison purging properties. If you could bring me say 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. killing animals, antelopes, is actually okay with the elementals, but not with me? I don't know. I'm confused. Let's just go ahead and do this. I think it's S rank or A rank, I can't tell. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. What is it? Let me see if I can figure out what that is. That was, that was a... Where's my... An A rank? Let's see, A Realm Reborn. It must have been an A rank. Because I think S ranks get killed pretty quickly. Yeah, it was an A rank. Still, I am nowhere near ready to be hitting on A ranks. Let's see if I can buy it. Oh, I can just go this way, okay. Oh, I can do one more. Whoops. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. Here's your 4 horns. You're a godsend adventure. Praise Balgar, there's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscarone, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he'd like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to a pheromone here. Godspeed. Oscarone. You want to break the elemental's law with me? That's essentially what we're doing. Elemental said, no, don't heal him. Why are we healing him? I get it's very inconvenient not to heal him, but it doesn't make sense. But it is. I like to think someone else be a rule breaker. Be a rule breaker with Buscarone. Ah, Rhea, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You've got something to show me? Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make it medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. What's that? This is for You're an Elamigan soldier in Quarry Mill? Heh, so it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. That's nice of you. Alright, so let's go heal this guy. Maybe then I'll be able to get a word of edgewise without my head getting bitten off and a little amigo. Although it does make sense. Like, yeah, whatever. You have been treated so poorly, and your whole homeland is taken over by the enemy. Why would you trust anybody, honestly? It doesn't make a lot of sense. I haven't completed my first yet enemy. Aware of like that, so. Oh my god, that's free, Ridclaw! Alright. Let's see if we even think we know. It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? Polite. God's bless you, adventurer. I'll see the galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him, trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Alright, good. So I have made him happy. Glamour Prism. An adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition is likely to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Alberta. Might be as this woman's seen something. Oh, sorry. Ah, finally. It's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me the sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me, just find your way safely to little Alamigo. Blast it, would that I had known what he was thinking. I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong, he is willing to sacrifice himself for it. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Well, okay. Out in the wilds alone? That fool! That great, big, sentimental fool! My men and I will scour the woods for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Alright, let's go find Galleon. Did they even give him the medicine yet? I don't even know. It sounded like he was like getting better, but they weren't able to make it all the way better. I don't know. There he is. Pant. He's panting. Watch out! A goblin! Hi, goblin. Goblin Hi. Can I speak with you now? There we go. Galleon! Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're all Amigans, and all Amigans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, goddammit, the oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamigan soil again, together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing, you'll wish we didn't find you. Oh, poor guy. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I'll see you back at Quarry Mill. Like a drill sergeant, like what a fatherly drill sergeant, I guess. That's funny. And here we are. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. I don't think. Let's see. I will bring you food so good. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything, and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo? That's all. Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well. I'll provide you with a letter to show to Gundobald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I have no doubt that he'll do all in his power to aid you. Well, finally, we've got something going for us with Little Alamigo. Alright, let's go ahead and go back. Hi again. Why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I'd made that clear. Let's give him his letter. You spoke with Mefrid? It's been so long since I last heard from him. I had feared him dead. Well be praised. Whoever you are, Mefrid sees you as a friend. Any friend of Mefrid is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek and will tell you what I can. That was interesting. All the time. I swear. I'm having to pause every now and then because I need to drink my water. It's important to drink water. Even if you haven't had surgery, you drink your water. Now my water looks a little strange because I mix protein water into it. Because protein water by itself, the bottles I get, they're just too sweet. But I like to have the extra protein. It helps get my protein in for the day. So that's how I drink my water. Alright, so let's see what we got. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting with him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about the trysts, but they are not likely to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk. Waltar. A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Alright. Adeline. Good Gundobald sent you? Listen. I told them it was a bad idea. All that tribe about believing the masked man and... you don't know anything about this? Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that expecting us to think I'm in for it. Okay. I would like to follow you. So I've got so many friends. There's a bunch been skulking around about right suspicious like, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble, mark me words. Secret. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have. But I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. That sounded real good. So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about the masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do but to depose him, and usher in a revolution. Well, we got a revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is not the time. Those young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. Do and do. Revolution. Oh boy, and we are level 27. We're getting closer. Hey, adventurer. You done talking with the old bear? I've got a message from you, from Wilred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you went over Gundobald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. Gang up on me. His friends. Oh. Don't touch me, don't touch me. Touchy. Gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Curl up your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get her. I knew it, I called it. Mind you, I've done this before, but I don't remember the story. Alright. Stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it, reclaim our homeland. He thinks you don't know who you are dealing with, sir. Let's go and report back in. attacked by Wilbert and his cronies, that they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are likely to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Big trouble in Little Alamigo. I want to check something out real quick. Let me see something here. To look at. This is level 27, so big trouble. Okay, so this is, I've done a total of, well, I can't really tell, but alright, so that's 56. So there is, yeah, about 85. So I'd say I'm probably about halfway done now with the story. It looks like somewhere around there, because there's, after this, there's like 85 quests left to go. So, all right, we're getting there for A Realm Reborn. I think after me, honestly, Realm Reborn, like I said earlier, it is the lead up of all the story arcs. It's probably my least favorite expansion. But then we'll start getting into more story and stuff in the next expansion. So, all right, let's keep going. Wilbert mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundobald? Liana, God preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to their hideout and the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong, I swear to you. Those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilbert, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Liana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear they may do something rash. We need to figure out where everybody is. I guess map of Xanarak. We've got ascertaining the young ones' intentions. Here. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundobald's content to eke out existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the Seven Hells did I put that bloody map? You mean the one that I have? Oh, mighty Ralgar, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again. Oh dear. Well, I think we know where this is going. Examining primal. What those animals did to the Bertoliana is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilred to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. Oh boy. Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. Well, what exactly is it they mean to do? What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Xanarak? Wait, you said Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to. By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded at all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They're headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. Alright. Let's go save Bastion. Level 31 instance. Wilred, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. We. Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Ragnar, to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Xanarak and make off with the lizardmen's cash, but they caught us, and so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. I regret our young one's transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, there are the hope of all of vegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Alright, so, let's see, I want to get this way. promises impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a woman like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to little Alamigo. Wait! We've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Well-Read? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No one said anything about. The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralgar. He swore. Enough. I'll hear the rest of the sorry tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Rio will wish to hear it as well. Most folly. No more lies, Well-Read. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Ralgar, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution. Nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Well-Read. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than a stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me. And sorry I tried to kill you. I guess I can forgive you. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Okay, I guess we can do some more high potion. So what's next for a little, since we saved a little Alamigo? Let's see here. So, we got quite a while before we get to another dungeon. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to another dungeon before we go to log off for the night. All right, let me go here. Uh-oh, we have a missing cat. We have a missing cat. Oh no, she's over here. She's under here. Let me see your flashlight. She's underneath my desk. She's just sitting there, just laying there. You having fun down there? She's over in a little corner. What Sugar do? She was in the bedroom. Well, what was the door doing open? girl, but she's going into her spot that she knows that she's in trouble. Like I said, she has no brain. She forgets that she's not allowed in the bedroom. Alright. Let's talk to Gundobald again. Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilbur told you was the extent of our knowledge of the Max Stranger. Let them check that men will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Alright, back to Menfilia! Alright, let's see. Let's see what she's got to say now. Welcome back, Rhea. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarrymill in Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say. Precisely the kind of deception the Ascians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Menfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Ahem. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. That was like a really cool hint to talk, whatever your name is. Oh goodness. Okay. While you were tending to business in Danland, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tells me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. Well willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Eorzea can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. And as always, be careful out there, Rhea. I'm guessing I'm saying her name correctly. Or Oxia. One place I did want to check with. I want to see if Ingrid has anything new to say. And he says still saying the same thing. Okay. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One, then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with Walking One at Ashcrown Conservatorium. According to Friendly One, a digging one named Medrod had an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found at Fallguard Close, North Shroud. Have North Shroud yet? I do. happened to you? I looked death in the face. Tis only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. Medrod is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him, he might remain calm long enough to hold a conversation. You're right. It's not bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taking my curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman. One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instance, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating the same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to. Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. The least I can do to repay her for comforting me. Oh. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scalekin known as Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths. Okay, so I'm going on a killing spree. Nope, I want to go this way. I'm out. Oh dear. My mouse is not working. Decided to go ahead and start working. And I'm kind of like nursing it because it's a G600. I don't want to lose my G600 mouse. Sometimes I'll start working again and stop working again. So it's kind of like thing. Alright, okay. is this? Good work, adventurer. So were you able to find aught to suggest that the creatures are our culprits? Nothing? Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike this from the list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. Now what? Let's see, why do we buy? What? I don't remember. Do I do both of them eventually, or do I have to choose one? There's something else I had heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I better watch myself, huh? Unseemingly japes aside, there's a rumor been going around. There's some as whispered that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments, and I'll give them a gander. Okay, so can I do this at the same time? Okay. There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was a coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with the giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Okay, so now I have to choose places to have to do. Okay. Good, got those. I got two quests, main engineering quests done at the same time. That's pretty neat, actually. Well, let's do this first. A monstrous Banemite appeared, and you slew it? That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Fogguard. Intentional or no, you have done us great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw? Or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic? Most folk are too scared to get to walk a rancor. Aye, it has a name. But what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer? Like you, eh? Why are these just your garden variety crystals? It is a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with a masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time at perfectly good fire stand sick. Oh well. I personally feel like I've just been sent on a couple fool's errands. And I'm no closer to the goal of finding out finding out where this masked man is. Well, let's see. Medrod. Okay. All right. There have been no promising leads in the murders, and I can scarce get a week of sleep knowing the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I've been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt it was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banemite. But you and I were moms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run with a Banemite at the very spot you claim to see the fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Not a whole apple tart. Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be. Gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. Ugh, it's so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. Lol. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the experts. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, we will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The servants there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Well, I guess it is up to me again. Alright, where am I going? I definitely gotta go investigate some more. adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? Gosh, be good. Not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the Central Shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any, sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them, so as to notify their next of this button, engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim, a family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps. Either way, I dare to hope this will prove pivotal in solving the murders. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it is a standard procedure to entrust the key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mion. Perhaps someone in her vast network of contacts can shed some light upon its sigil. Gridania. Okay. Listen, this person's here every single stream. It's like they just sit there. I don't even know if they do anything in the game. Kind of funny. A waste of your computer's resources. Alright. Good evening to you, Eorzea. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Oh, but I wish I was. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite, artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you find this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the sigil. We'll have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Aetheryte Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Alright, let's see if we can find out. Oh, I also need to do the request for a job. Need help tracking down the owner of a button. That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know the sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Ghanaian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be signed Gould over at Lancers Guild. One makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a forename basis. Alright. Let's go to Lancers Guild. See what she says. Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear. Whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly willing to do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's Ward northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late, there has been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursendel, and distinctly recalls seeing a remarkably similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Okay, get closer. we are acquainted. Pray lead me to my thoughts. The sigil of the Darkencourse family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman? Her face. Was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the death, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. Here. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Darkencourse. During that time I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Armanadine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy months until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed, and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as maid, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawk Manor, my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amanine had been. Yet one could not weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She waits you at the Hawk Manor, on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. Well, Hawk Manor. Well, okay, so here's what I'm going to go ahead and do. It is the time to end the stream. I'm going to see if we can find someone to raid real quick. But I think what we're going to go ahead and do is go over to Archer's Guild. Look out for Archer's Guild, because that's where, before we do the quest, I do need to make sure that I'm getting my... No, not Archer's Guild. It's not Archer's Guild anymore, is it? Here first. And then I'll do the quest and then so schedule is as follows. It is Monday early morning, starting at 1 a.m. And then it is Wednesday early morning, starting at 1 a.m. and Friday early morning, starting at 1 a.m. That is my schedule. Stream about 3 hours at a time. Maybe sometimes I'll go a little bit later. It depends. Wednesday and Mondays and Wednesdays, I would have already had to work a full 8-hour shift, so I may or may not do that on those days. I might do it on Fridays. We'll see. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So let me see if I can find someone to raid real quick, because that's always fun. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and rate this person. Really just started, and they're doing story as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and rate here. But I'll see you guys on Wednesday morning. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you.